Good morning. Welcome to the Crawford County Commissioners Work Session for March 20th. We'll start with juvenile probation, please.
Hi, Holly.
Morning, Holly.
Morning.
I'm here to request the approval of the 2024 mowing contract between Crawford County Juvenile Probation and Crawford County Conservation District to perform grass cutting, basic yard maintenance, and various trimming. Contract is effective April 1st of 2024 to October 15th of 2024, and the probation department will receive a fee of $5,000 from the Conservation District.
Any questions for Holly? Thank you, Holly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The correctional facility.
Morning, Commissioners.
Good morning,
Morning,
Jack.
Jack.
This morning I have two items. Number one, approval for purchase of a see-through storage cabinet to be purchased from Granger. Purchase price is $693.53, and this is a budgeted item.
Okay.
Secondly, you have ratified the payment of $4,320 Canada Security for required annual fire alarm inspections, and this is also a budgeted item.
Did you used to have a different company? You looked and got us cheaper prices.
Yeah, we
for
used
it.
to have Wilkins do it.
Wilkins, that's
And
right.
it was, I pulled up the old purchase rec, and it was $8,000.
8,000, that's right. I appreciate you getting the better price. Thanks, Jack.
Do those storage cabinets, that has to be something that you could look through, or is there,
It does, because there's a lot of things that come up missing in that area, and this way we can see, and it's gotta be a little bit more secured because it's going into the restricted housing unit.
and this is lockable?
Yeah, oh yeah,
Okay.
Thank you, Jack.
thanks.
Thanks.
The Palantir.
Good morning, Amy.
Morning.
This morning I have two items. One, ratify the telesoft court software maintenance for the amount of $17,698, and both are budgeted. And the second is the PA State Association dues, which are $625.
Any questions for Emmy? Thank you, Emmy.
Sounds good, thank you.
The public defender.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Good
sir.
morning.
I'm here on behalf of Attorney Wes Rad from the Public Defender's Office to request that you ratify the purchase of a Dell Latitude 3540 for $981 from the break fix funds.
So that is the one you use in the courts, correct? That you take with you?
We use it both for court purposes and for meeting with clients.
And Stephanie, correct me, but the break fix fund is really, should be,
There isn't a break fix fund.
that's,
It's, it will go through their budget.
Budget.
And
We'll-
then we will make adjustments.
reallocate adjustment. Okay,
So-
thank you.
Thank you.
The coroner.
Good morning.
Morning, Eric.
Good morning, Eric.
The coroner's office is requesting payment for retainer fee for professional services of Dr. Eric Vey. This is a retainer fee that is paid on a yearly basis to that office on the behalf of Crawford County. The fee has gone up now $3,000 compared to last year. At one time, it was $5,000 a year, and we were supplementing some money along the lines of $2,000 for the district attorney, but in this year's bill, it was increased $3,000 for the coroner's office portion of that.
Commissioner Shell?
And it's still $2,000 for the district attorney, is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Just so everybody's aware, that $5,000 a year for the coroner's office and $2,000 for the district attorney has been that way all the way back through the days of Coroner McHenry.
Oh.
That has not changed until this year. So we knew there was, last year, Coroner Cook told me there was gonna be an increase, so this is not surprising, but part of that actually, Stephanie, belongs to the district attorney, although we've always paid it through the coroner's office.
That's what I was gonna ask for clarification. So the total is 10, it's not 12.
It's not 12,
It is
it's 10 total.
It is 10,
So technically it should be 8 for the coroner, 2 for DA.
the DA.
Aye.
And this is in the budget. I
Yep.
believe the budget is at $20,000
Okay.
For Dr. Vey's office in Erie.
Thank you, Eric.
Okay, thank you.
IT?
Good morning, Commissioner.
Good morning.
Hi,
Hi,
Tim.
Tim.
IT's here to request the purchase of the annual renewal of 105 Adobe Acrobat licenses for $10,843 from CDWG. It is a budgeted item.
Okay.
Next, we're going to request the purchase for a 5-year Sophos firewall hardware and support agreement for $119,829.20, and a 5-year Sophos Central licensing for, this is a correction, it's $55,000 $746.42, totaling $175,575.62 from CDI LLC. This is a budgeted item.
Any questions for Tim?
No, sir.
Thank you, Tim. The courts.
Good morning, Heidi.
Morning, Heidi.
Morning.
This morning, we're seeking approval of Hagan Business Machines copier maintenance agreement. The number of that is 7280-02, effective 3/27/24. And if you
Okay.
don't mind, can we have that signed and ratified
Sure.
so that we get it processed on
So
time?
7A, we're gonna ratify?
Yes.
You guys okay with that?
Oh, yeah, no objections.
I'm okay
We're
with
also
that. Yeah.
seeking approval of support contract for Catalyst software from Stenograph for $834 for 1 year. I'm not sure whether this normally runs through a meeting or not. This is an annual whatever for court reporter software. It
Okay.
goes through.
All right,
Thank you. Any
so
questions for
appreciate the
Heidi?
Heads up either way.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Public safety. Morning, Greg.
Good morning.
Hi, Greg.
Mr. Mayor.
Thank you for everything you've done in the last couple of days for us. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Just asking to approve the repairs to our dispatch console number 2 in the potential amount of $2,072.89 for parts and repairs from the Zybex Corporation.
This is the one that Commissioner Shell said was kind of like this?
Well,
That's what he said.
at one point it was. It
Okay.
looked like the Titanic.
Okay.
I'm starting to,
But you got it back level now?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's
So 4 hours of work on Friday, I got it back to where.
Got to where
it
it
was.
was.
So, but, yeah, we're trying to make it. Do 1100s for one of their technicians to come there.
Oh my
They send the
goodness.
parts ahead of time, so. if I
This
can-
is the motorized table that goes up and down, correct? Okay. Okay.
so.
Any questions for Greg? Thank you, Greg.
Everybody needs to understand what a great job Greg does up at that place on the hill, because it's, most of us don't ever see the place on the hill. You need to know that's probably the most efficient building probably the county owns, but it's all because of Greg, so we greatly appreciate everything he does up there.
But there's a reason why I don't do the repairs.
Yeah, there's a story you don't want him to tell probably.
Yeah,
out there. Planning, not
Good morning,
Zach, but
Sam.
Sam.
Not Zach, Sam.
That's all right, Sam.
So planning would like to request approval to pay the invoices below for the reimbursement in the amount of $1,064 to Vote Heating and Cooling for training wages through the Construction Industry Workforce Program. It's a non-budgeted item. It's paid for out of whole home repair.
Well, we appreciate Vote Heating and Cooling for giving us some social media publicity too.
Yeah, they
Very-
did. That
Very
was
nice
nice.
of them, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's right. They
Very
did,
much
yeah.
appreciated, so.
Yeah. Request approval to pay invoice number 2 for reimbursement in the amount of $640 to Ferguson Construction for training wages through Construction Industry Workforce Program. This is non-budgeted. It's paid for out of whole home repair.
Okay,
Request approval to pay invoices below for reimbursement in the amount of $2,156 to R.E. Johnson through Construction Workforce Industry Program. This is also non-budgeted. This is also paid for out of whole home repair program.
okay.
And we request approval to pay invoice number 12436 from Dyson Helmy in the amount of $8,762.75. This is for January 2024 engineering services in Venango Burrows, Carl Gurdon Park. This is a non-budgeted item. This is paid for out of the county's fiscal year 21 CDBG. Then we would like to ask the ratification approval, or ratify approval of the purchase of 50 bundles of tree shelter tubes in the amount of $1,300 from the Crawford County Conservation District for County Forest Day. This is a non-budgeted item. It's paid for out of the proceeds from the prior timber sale.
Okay,
And ratify the contract extension of the State Facilities Transition Closure Program grant with the Pennsylvania Department of Community and Economic Development.
any question for Sam?
No,
Thank you, Sam.
thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
County maintenance?
Good morning, Mark.
Morning, Mark.
I'm asking to ratify approval of invoices for the second floor finance office remodel for $822.22.
Okay,
Ask approval to pay Powell's Sanitation to repair the 4-inch water line in John Holt Way for $2,562.50.
okay.
And ask an approval to pay the Wilkins Company to inspect the fire alarm at the old QLC facility for $600.
Any questions for Mark?
Nope.
Thank you, Mark.
No, thank you.
Human Services? Morning, Krista.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Requesting ratification of Act 148 report for second quarter fiscal year 23-24. The total cost was $4,514,134. The cost of the county is $1,048,500.
Okay.
Requesting approval of the lease addendum with the Economic Progress Alliance of Crawford County, effective to begin on May 1st. Our original commercial lease agreement was April 1st, 2022 to March 31st, 2025. This addendum will allow us to remove the third floor space, which is approximately 6,249 square feet of office space. We'll add an additional 4,025 square feet of office space. Our current rent on the first floor, our current rent is $28,718 a month, which has a cost to the county of $4,226.93. The $5,571 monthly rent reduction will reduce the cost of the county by $819 a month.
Excellent.
Good to hear.
Requesting approval of the purchase requisition to CDW Government for a trip light server cabinet and battery backup for installation in the new office space that I just referenced on the first floor. This cost is $1,129. The cost of the county is $166.40.
Okay.
Requesting approval of the purchase requisition to Linstar Inc. to remove the third floor badges, access control hardware, and add it to our new office space on that first floor. The total cost is $2,405.85. Cost of the county is $358.10.
Okay.
Requesting approval of the purchase requisition to PharmChem for 50 drug patch kits. The total cost is $671.19. Cost to county is $144.96.
Okay.
And requesting approval of the purchase rec to Redwood Toxicology Laboratory for 375 drug test kits. The total cost is $1,687.50. The cost of the county is $364.45.
Any questions for Krista?
No?
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Sheriff Powers.
Morning, Commissioners.
Morning,
Morning,
Dave.
sir.
I'm here to ask to pay for the repair to the damage to the bumper of our minivan at McCandless Ford. The amount is $1,036.70. Just to give you a little background on this. The last time we had a big snowstorm, one of the deputies was working late trying to catch up on papers. He had to back down a long snowy driveway and backed into a big rock. And I wasn't gonna fix it, but it ripped the side out. I was afraid it was gonna catch on something. So I worked with finance and the insurance company, and they told me to get it fixed, and I didn't realize we had $1,000 deductible, so
Okay.
it's gonna be $1,000.
Thank you for remembering those girls. Thank you. Any questions for Dave?
The deputy was uninjured.
He was uninjured.
The rock's okay.
How's the
The
rock?
rock
doing?
is fine. Yeah, I don't think he bothered the rock up there.
All right, well, that's good.
Okay.
They're very litigious, you know.
Finance.
Good morning.
Good morning.
For your approval, I have the following invoices. The first is to Spets Energy Services, invoice number 035724. It's our energy service contract, installment number, I believe it's number 1. One of the installments for $1,714. It might be the second one.
Okay.
I don't know. It doesn't detail it on here.
That's okay.
The second is from the Crawford County Historical Society. It's for their 2024 budgeted allocation in the amount of $2,000. The third is to the MH program. It is for the 2021 Ford Interceptor that APO acquired in the amount of $25,500. The fourth is our P-CHIP. It is invoice number 166150-0. It's our April 2024 health insurance in the amount of $667,185.08. That's it.
Any questions for Stephanie?
No.
No, thank
You.
you. Thank you very much.
GIS, Gina?
Okay, the first one is requesting ratification of the travel request for Dave Amy to attend the state GIS conference in Penn State in the estimated amount of $884.70. I'd have to double check, but this might be being split with Greg. Is he still here?
We'll check, okay.
We'll double check on that. The second one is requesting approval of the ESRI enterprise license agreement in the amount of $58,500 per year for 3 years. This is a budgeted item.
Okay, any questions for the GIS part? Commissioners?
Okay, first one is requesting approval to close the courthouse at noon on April 8th for the solar eclipse.
Okay.
Okay.
Second one is requesting approval of the contract with Sasquatch Man Laramie Miller to speak at the Crawford County Fair in the amount of $2,000 for Friday and Saturday. That's $1,000 per day.
We did say that we would do it for 500.
Yeah, the record will show that the
Not-
word Sasquatch was used.
I
in the
was-
Yes.
commissioner's.
I was gonna have Keith Gusher do it for 250.
Ah, wow. We don't, we actually, I don't know, I think it's somebody who, did you go to the meeting? He's a guy who
I believe he is
hunts
a
the
Bigfoot
Sasquatch
hunter.
and
He's
wouldn't
a
talk about it?
Bigfoot hunter.
But he wears the actual garb?
Yeah, that's,
Oh,
so I
okay.
understand, but
I always
he's,
have to, has he been successful?
That's for the auditors. If they see a bill or an invoice for the Sasquatch man, then you'll know what that's
It's
for.
real,
Yeah.
yeah.
but he's
Allegedly.
actually had some television shows. He's an actual Bigfoot hunter, if there is such a thing as Bigfoot.
Okay.
He's got a thing.
Uh,
He'll have to contact the county treasurer about getting the appropriate.
He'll be there
tag.
Friday and Saturday at Fair Staff, if you're interested, Friday and Saturday.
Is there a Bigfoot license available?
There's
I gotta tell you a story after the meeting
Oh,
about
boy.
that.
And then notifications?
Okay, the first one is a Chapter 102 notification from Heather Young for PADEP permit to build a pole building with a driveway and parking area in Woodcock Township. Second one is a notification from Pin Oak Energy Partners in regards to renewing the air quality permit for an existing permanent compressor station in Springboro Township. Next is an Act 1467, 68, and 127 notification from Dewberry Engineers for waterway obstruction and encroachment permit to replace the structure over French Creek in Hayfield and Woodcock Townships. Next is Act 1467, 68 notification from Dyson Helmy for a small flow sewage treatment facility with discharge to an unnamed tributary to Watson Run in Vernon Township. And last is an Act 1467, 68 notification from Dyson Helmy for small flow sewage treatment for existing, oh my goodness, single-family residents to Randolph Run in East Fallowfield Township. These last three.
Any questions, Gina?
No.
Gina, what?
Yeah, for number 2, is that Springboro Borough or Spring Township?
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
J-
We'll check.
We just may want to seek clarification on that. I don't want to offend the good folks of Spring and Springboro. Just like a one pair fits most? Yeah, okay. Okay,
Springboro.
just for minutes purposes. I mean.
And before we go off the topic, Gina, if you don't mind, I'll just put you on the spot. As you know, the election board has moved a polling place, but I thought it was interesting, Gina, if you would just give some comments on how happy some of the people were. You and Jess and Lynn went yesterday. I think it's important to say how happy some of the people were you were going to be there.
Yeah, we had quite a few people visit with us and talk about the machines, the residents from the facility. One lady in particular that really made me smile, she said, I was kind of sad when I came to live here because I thought I'd never be able to go to my polling place, and now you brought it to me. And
Yeah,
she was very happy.
I think that's great.
So.
And there's
it
an
was a good-
outside chance we might pick up a poll worker or two.
Exactly, we had another one who did offer,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow,
Maybe.
that's
At
excellent.
some future point.
So good. It's good that it's a good. I think it's gonna be a good fit. So, upcoming events. The next full session is March 27th. We are going to be closed on Good Friday, and of course, next work session April 3rd. Obviously, we're discussing the closing for one half a day, the eclipse day on April 8th at noon. Any public comment at all? Commissioner comments. Commissioner Seeley.
No, nothing much today. Today is the International Day of Happiness, so do what you can with that as you go back to your offices this morning and into the afternoon.
Okay, Commissioner Shell.
Everybody laugh. That's all, sir.
For anybody else is, if anybody else is interested, today we do have a broadband. We have the state broadband committee here at 1 o'clock today to make an announcement. We're cautiously excited about that in some respects. So we look forward to hearing from them and see what that entails. If not, we will know their business. We'll see you next week at the full session. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.